before we do that, I would like to reiterate for our viewers, our combined, I think, like 3 viewers, that this stream is going to contain spoilers. And yes, I know I put that in giant capital letters at the front of my stream title, but still. We are officially starting the quest. There will be spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, or you don't know what's going on in the story of Warframe, and you don't want to know, as much as we would love the viewership, stop watching. You have been warned. Alright.
Do that.
So I'm going to go ahead and hit begin on my cutscene, and
who destroyed the organ? Your way of life. Whom do you hunt, Shadow, to cleanse your despair in their blood? Sever their heads, yet they rise again. Someone has hidden the Tenno essence, their truth from you. I know where she hides the Tenno heart. A womb in the sky, forbidden to my kind. But where you will take me. I am Hanhao, sentient destroyer of worlds. By your hand, expose their heart. By my edge,
I'm gonna.
leave it beating from its nest.
okay.
The sentient Hanhao has grown strong again, and his thoughts have invaded my own. Worse still, he has enlisted the Stalker to find the reservoir, a wake point of all Tenno, a place I hid long ago. I fear the Stalker is on the cusp of finding this place. Do not let this happen.
Okay. I'm done with the cutscene. How are you doing?
I just started it, so.
Okay. I'll shut up.
Okay. Alright, so just got that message from. Or. Oh. So,
Alright, so
create archives, Uranus, huh? Okay.
for roughly the first half of this this quest, we'll be able to play together, and then we'll get to a point where we will be doing solo quests.
Okay.
The Grineer's excavations have disturbed Hanhao's tomb. They've awakened something evil, bent on Tenno destruction. Infiltrate the Grineer systems to find out what they know. It may lead us to the Stalker.
And that's got to be a glitch. Okay,
The
so
Grineer expedition has uncovered pieces of Hanhao, fragments of his body, for Hanhao, Every part of him is connected to his singular mind. Is this how he's invading my mind?
Alright, so, first of all, polymer and energy. Secondly, let's take a moment to talk about the new melee move system, right? So,
Okay.
we have standing attacks, which in the case of the Blind Justice stance, gives us a lot of multi-strikes. Okay, we have the block attack, which looks like it's the same. Nope. It starts similarly, but becomes a little bit different when you get further into it. Okay, then you have the moving forward attack, which is a lot of circular strikes, which is nice.
Yeah.
And then you have the blocking move forward attack, which is a lunge, and then a kick and a slam. Now what's interesting is you can be doing the move forward, and then move into the block combo and immediately go into a lunge to close distance. So, I liked this. And that's kind of the combos. Also, they massively increased... Okay. They more normalized the range of weapons, so there isn't as big of a difference between a shorter weapon, like our Nakana here, and a longer weapon like a polearm. The Nakana has a base distance of 2.5 meters, whereas a polearm has a base distance of 3 meters. So that's not too shabby.
Okay.
So I wanted to point that out real quick. Now, if we want to...
Now, I'm seeing you having 2 different melee weapons, it looks like. Or are those your secondaries?
What, these?
Oh, those are your secondaries. Okay.
Yes.
Right. It looked like you brought out another melee weapon for some reason. Now, I was seeing under the Tenno, there's a new slot or weapon or something along those lines. I was able to put a mod in there concerning hacking.
Yes, the
So I'm
Parazon.
Right.
For the moment, as far as we're concerned, it's only used for hacking.
Okay.
They introduced the whole Kuva Lich system, but the Kuva Lich system doesn't become available until after the quest The War Within, which is the quest after this one.
Right.
So... Shall we?
Yep, we shall.
Alright, you want A or B?
I'll go with B.
Okay.
Collect as many resources as I can, though, because I'm obviously on some kinds.
Hmm.
Alright.
Oh. Right. Fortunately, I know how to crack this vault very easily.
So oh yeah. Sure where these guys are at, but
This data vault has already been raided. The data is damaged, but there could be a message here. I need another data sample to piece it together.
The Tenno Hive has corrupted your precepts. With love, I will destroy them and make you right again.
You will never find
yeah.
them.
Hold on a second. While, you know,
But I see you
I
alive.
didn't like
I
it.
already have found them. You owe me their lives.
Sorry, Lotus and her father were having an argument. What were you saying?
Okay. How do I get to here? There's a scannable here that I'm trying to find, but it's beneath me, and I don't know
Oh,
how to get down here.
come with me.
Fine. Ah, okay. Thank you.
No problem. Isn't there? Maybe not.
Here, writer character data. Apparently, it's something that I probably already found then. And
The target console is nearby. If
Oh,
you trigger the alarms now, the enemy will start destroying data.
yeah.
No.
See anything?
Let's see here. It's there.
Oh, right, it's up there.
Well, one of the ways through is I'm trying to make sure that we don't accidentally trigger something. Oh, okay, there we go. And
Alarms. Data destruction is imminent. You need
damn,
to hurry.
I messed up. Okay. That's why I always carry a couple of ciphers.
I can decode the rest of the message. This is bizarre. It's for me. I need a moment to contact this person. Get to extraction.
Okay. So we need to head to extract.
As much like to resource.
Okay.
Hey, some more polymer bubbles.
Yep.
I can at least finish off one of my labs now. At least forget it. If it
Hanhao is
was
listening.
100,
I will be discreet.
I can.
The message you uncovered was an offer to help us. I do not trust the person who wrote it, but we are out of options.
Okay. So let's see here.
Find the sentient fragments.
Okay, not quite. Then. Yeah. All right. I need to remove do that when I get back.
Hello, Tenno. Are you surprised? Why? You know I've always had my ear to the kennel. Those dogs don't have a clue what kind of bone they've dug up. But I do. Shall I show you? Don't worry, you can trust me this time.
Yeah, so in case you don't remember, this is Alad V. He created the Valkyr Warframe by cutting other Warframes apart and stitching her together.
Our past has been slightly, what, combative? But genocidal invaders from the other system make strange bedfellows, wouldn't you say? The sentient Hanhao, nightmare of the Orcan, boogeyman to the coppers. That thing must have your Lotus in quite a panic for her to be working with the likes of me. So this stalker seems like he's made quite a powerful friend, hasn't he? I wonder what's under that scary, smoky exterior. A heart of gold, perhaps.
Doubt. Big doubt.
Oh. Get out of there.
Oh. You said you needed polymer bundles.
Yeah. Oh, there's mine. It's locked that way, so.
Actually, I'll let you hack this.
That was just alarm.
Thank you, Zane. Ah, Sharkwing.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Yeah. Unfortunately, no, it's not all better down where it's wetter.
Not in this particular case.
By the way, is it just me or does that song have a whole different context when you're an adult?
Am I going the right way?
Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
I just went this way. I'm gonna let you do the hacking. You need the practice. I don't.
The lineup is actually doing pretty better this time. It's not as bad this. You know, I've had it where the
Yep.
Listen, tell him. You're near the dig site. Of course, I could just tell you where it is, but what fun would that be? So keep your eyes peeled. If you have eyes, that is.
Okay. So, he wants to play a game of warm or colder.
That's it. You must smell the prize.
Okay.
Because I know you can't see it.
As far as I'm concerned, he can stick it. This is the advantage of having somebody who's done this before. I know more or less where we need to go, so we're going to go that way. Assuming we can get these idiots to leave us alone long enough to get there.
Keep where you're at and
Okay.
follow you, but I mean, are we supposed to kill all these guys or?
No, because there's an infinite number of them. Really, it's just a matter of trying to get around long enough not to. So we need to go past this water flow. Past that. I know I sound like a broken record, but have I mentioned I hate Sharkwing? Alright.
Yes, getting warmer. You're right on top of it now.
Okay, we're gonna head up. Because you'll notice these are giant sentient parts sticking up out of the water.
Are these the bones you're looking for, Lotus?
Yes, this is it. A fragment of my father, destroyed in the old war. I can use it to see him. I see the stalker stronger. Hunhow's voice within him. I see the reservoir, but I feel confusion. He doesn't know unless... Oh no.
Thank you, daughter. Fear has baited you to the snare. What was secret is now known. Your Tenno, their touch. I now see the womb of the sky. My shadow now walks the path.
What have I done? Get out of there, Tenno.
Yes, hurry, Tenno, but be careful. Last time you got close with the sentients, you wiped out an entire civilization. But you don't remember that, do you?
Yeah, yeah. Alright, all that just to go back in the water.
Yeah.
Fortunately, we're not going out the way we came in.
Yeah.
Alright.
Another redirection. Yay.
Yeah, remember when getting to that was important?
I think I have about 30 of them. Probably.
Oh man, I've melted so many of them down for Endo, I don't even remember how many of them I have.
Yeah. Extraction point.
Alright.
Tell me, Lotus, what is this reservoir? Some hidden
We must raise more capital.
Oh, sorry.
We must raise more capital. These are a bargain. Just for you.
Sure.
We must raise more capital to pursue our...
Okay. Hopefully I didn't completely cut off that dialogue, but if I did... Oh well. It happens.
Yeah, it's not like that guy's creepy or that. Yeah.
Yeah. I accidentally ended up cutting off some of my dialogue.
No worries on
Actually,
that.
give me a second. I'm gonna go to my clan dojo and come right back and see if that re-triggers the dialogue.
Gotcha. Okay.
Tell me, Lotus,
There we
what is
go.
this reservoir?
Got it?
Some hidden Tenno weakness?
Goodbye, Alid. You've earned your favor. We'll take it from here.
I love how she basically hangs up on him.
I'm here to protect my investment. If that thing manages to destroy the Tenno, then where does my
Yeah, but it
investment
doesn't really
go?
last
Now then,
either.
where is he?
I mean, he makes a good point, concerning his particular point of view. So
Yeah. So in case you missed it, because I will freely admit I did the first time I did this quest. Um, Hunhal makes several references to the womb of the sky, or the womb in the sky, right? And you may remember that phrase featured heavily in both Stolen Dreams and its continuation, The New Strange. So, believe it or not, those quests are actually talking about stuff that relates to this quest. I'm not going to say anything more. I'm going to let the quest show you, but I mean, I just want to make the point that it actually does all string together.
Right. Well, I mean, any good plot does, no matter what. You know, you always want to give little pieces here and there to build the story up, to the, climax kind of storylines. So,
Yeah.
failed to join session. Session not found.
Weird.
Try sending me an invite.
There we go.
It's most likely my connection.
It's a possibility.
So don't feel like you're. It's a problem. I'm sure that. I mean, the fact that my stream has issues just trying to show the graphics,
Yeah.
Now, again, I will state what I and what I'm. It's the
You're completely breaking up. Wait until we load in the mission and then tell me what you're talking about.
a software itself.
When you connected to Hunhouse Fragment, Hunhouse saw a path to the reservoir that led through here.
Router for me. Obviously, it's to do with Twitch. Otherwise, everybody would be having the same kind of problem.
Okay, I missed half of what you were saying. I think when we're loading in particular, we get a lot of interference.
Of the issue.
You must be asking, Alid, what's in this for you? It's simple, really. I scratch your metal back, and you scratch mine. All the credits in the system aren't worth half as much as a Tenno owing you a favor.
I have one of bullet point on is aimed at me, and it's not hitting it. It's kind of irritating.
A void gate. These things never made sense to me. You're smart,
What was that?
Tenno. You'll figure out how to open it again, won't you?
The void key was removed.
This needle pierces the sky. Not how will we find the Tenno heart within? These puppets will not stop me. I will attack in many forms.
Wow. Oh.
And that's why we brought sniper rifles.
Impressive. These sentient fighters appear appear to adapt to damage. I'd love to crack one open and see what makes it tick.
It has developed immunity to your attacks. Try something different.
Alright, jump through the void portal.
The Stalker has built void keys. Use this one to reopen the portal before more sentient fighters come. The void is poisoned. Cross the threshold. Go now. The sentients cannot follow.
Oh, don't you just hate that feeling? Makes my stomach flip. Let's see where you've landed. Find a nav console.
Look out the window.
Prophet, the moon exists. It was in the void all along. I knew the Lotus was powerful, but this, she erased history. We thought it was destroyed all this time. My, Lotus, you make a fine villain.
And the reservoir with it. Very clever, Nata. Shadow, your path is clear.
Activate the nav console.
Hold on. Okay, so this is the Earth's moon? Okay,
Yes.
I see the craters on it. They didn't specifically state that it was Earth's moon, just that it was a moon. That's why I'm
No, that's
making sure
Earth's
that there's a
moon.
distinct out here in the void.
We gotta remember the void is an extra dimensional space, so it exists kind of connected everywhere and nowhere. Is part of why it's involved in their faster than light travel.
Okay.
You can enter the void in one location, exit in another, or move a relatively short distance, exit in another, and have moved a considerably greater distance in conventional space.
Okay.
Funhouse found it. The reservoir, hidden in the void. A place sentients can never reach. We must do everything to keep it there. It's the only way to keep the Tenno's power alive.
Found the reservoir? As unpleasant as our past is, I have to ask. I've seen inside a Tenno, yes, and what I found didn't make sense. Does this reservoir conceal some great deception?
Oh, you don't know half of it.
Everything I have done was done to protect them. The void is forbidden to the sentients. It's our only protection against them destroying the Tenno. Do not let Alad distract you from your mission.
Oh, they don't know the truth either, do they? How sweet. The betrayers get what they deserve. Lies from their omnipotent mother.
I have detected a ship leaving the tower. It's the Stalker. He's on his way to the moon. You need to find a way to get off this tower and onto the moon.
They mentioned the fact that the Indians are able to They mentioned the fact that the sentence was able to nullify particular what exactly do they mean by that? Because finally, I'm not used to my sniper rifle, but you all kind of curious. It can remove.
Oh, so they build up resistance to... Sentients are very adaptive. They build up resistance to a damage type. Okay? Or several damage types. The thing is that resistance is not the same thing as immunity. Thankfully. Also, the fewer hits they take,
This tower is
the less their
dedicated to
resistance
wounds
to the
located
damage.
in the void.
Which is part of the reason why...
So that claptrap boys can pick them up?
Part of the reason
Or is
why
that too complicated for you?
I told you to bring a sniper rifle. And why I brought a sniper rifle myself. Because it is the most wallop for the cost.
Oh.
That's it, Tenno. Shut
Okay.
down this power grid so that your mouthpiece orders can lock onto your location in the void.
Okay, so...
Keep talking, Orokin called Alad V. Your silence soon comes.
So you need to come back up here. And... it is worth pointing out that I've seen... Oh,
Even a
come
child
on.
could figure this system out.
Shut up, Alad. Okay, I've actually seen people run into all kinds of problems with this. But basically, these things, we need to break them, right?
Okay.
If you run up to one, though, and it still has the electrical arcing over it, you can't actually affect it. So, if you look straight across, we can't get to the one over there because the electrical arcs are still there. So instead, there are ones on the other side.
Can't touch that one because of electrical arts, so...
Right. But this one...
Okay, so basically you have to kind of go around to them unlock, and each one opens up another door. I gotcha.
Alright.
You did it. The void mask is crumbling.
Operator, how did you get through to me? Don't worry, Otis is on his way now, preparing
wait.
for extraction.
The sky will be as it was meant.
That one wasn't
The shadow
done
returns
yet.
to the moon. The reservoir swells with Tenno blood. The old war finally ends.
Oh no.
Alright, where are you? Oh, you went back the wrong way.
Realized.
Zane, stop fighting those guys.
Flaw.
Okay, we need to jump up here.
The
Hi there.
there.
Protect the moon.
Somehow, Ordis actually remembers the last time I was here. Concern for the operator is at critical levels.
Yeah.
The suspense is killing me. Lotus, you have to tell us your secret. Hey, don't cut me off.
Within the moon lies the reservoir,
So-
the secret to your Tenno power. But the secret is dangerous. It drove the Stalker to madness. Forgive my deception. I was only trying to protect you from the same fate. Now, it is time to protect yourselves by ensuring the moon remains within the safety of the void.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a problem of every time you think they're done, they start talking again.
All right. So let me see.
Questions? Comments? Concerns?
Ah, hello, moon. Protect the moon.
Yes.
Okay.
Protect the moon.
Interesting. It I don't have to actually worry about a junction to can actually see it outside.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about a junction because you have a quest.
Yeah. All right. Is this where we split ways, or?
No, as I recall, we've got one more we got one more mission before we split ways.
Okay. Well, that was.
This is where things are going to get interesting.
The Stalker is heading toward the Void Control Room. Track the...
Collapse the void, Shadow, so that my fragments may attack. The Tenno hearts will beat their last.
No. If the Void is collapsed, the reservoir will be destroyed, and you and the rest of the Tenno will be lost. Get to the Void Control Room and stop the Stalker.
Hiding the moon in the void. Quite the magic trick, Lotus. But Tenno, you must be asking yourself, where is this heart, if not in my chest?
It is done. The moon will be crushed by the weight of the void. The sky will be as it should be.
Void collapse. Oh no. It would be such a shame to lose the moon so soon after finding it. Of course, you could just put it back in its rightful place, couldn't you, Lotus?
Halid, I don't believe you. It's like it would be such a shame.
Collapse is imminent. If the reservoir is to survive, we need to pull the moon out of the void. Here, help me disrupt the void compasses to reorient the moon.
Now, important, we don't actually have to fight Stalker here. And in fact, we can't kill him.
I will disconnect them from the central system to gain control. Supply them with power for their shields while I finish my task.
If you reduce him to 0 health, he just regenerates. Instead, we need to come over to these things.
Weapons from our bones.
Get close to the void compass.
Okay. Let me get to it.
This
Where you?
compass needs power.
3. They're real big on the number 3. Yeah, our abilities won't even target him.
Cannot stop the inevitable.
The void compasses are all disrupted, but there is one more step. Get to the pendulum. Hurry.
What was that?
Origin, the noise you make will cease now and forever.
Uh-oh, Hanhau's found me. Sorry I can't stick around to see how this all ends, but I've got to save my own skin. Don't forget our deal, Lotus.
These pendula keep the moon stable in the void. Power them down.
Okay, so,
Security eye.
this fight.
Out.
Don't bother shooting at the guy.
I just destroyed it.
Stand on top of the little pedestals in front of... Okay, he's going to do a thing where he goes into the middle and tosses bombs. Safest place to be when he does this is actually right under him.
Okay.
Okay, now we go back to standing on top of these things. And we wait for the eye to pop up to target us. And then we jump at the last second and let it hit the
Eye
thing.
is taking out the pendula.
Oh.
Yeah. Try not to get sucked into the... It's bad. Yeah. Ah! If you can revive me, that would be great.
Oh. Ow.
Nope. Okay. It's okay. It happens.
Oh, those are bombs.
Yeah. The two safest places to be are either on these standing points or right under him. Ah! Dagnabbit! Freaking stop! Ah!
I'm gonna wait till it's done. There we go. Oh, damn it. That hurts.
Yeah.
I can't pull you up and...
Last one.
Okay. It shot at you. Oh,
Yeah. Actually, if you come over here, you can get out of the room. Okay. There we go. Man, he had a hard-on for me. Okay, before we leave, because we got...
It's done. The moon is falling out of the void. Hold on.
Okay.
This will not be a smooth ride. Get to extraction as quickly as possible.
yeah.
Okay.
It was really focused on you quite a bit.
Yeah. Okay, so, drop down here, the hole in the middle.
What they need, Margulis, is to be destroyed. They're devils from that hell, not human anymore.
That was an interesting...
We can
Hang on.
heal them. Maybe they're meant to save us.
How can you defend these devils, Margulis, after what they've done to you?
Yeah.
Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind. They won't hurt anyone. I just need more time.
Tomorrow you must renounce before the seven.
Okay, so we need to go through here. And over here, we get an Exilus mod, specifically Cunning Drift.
Okay.
Okay. And then we exit back out, and we're back up top. Alright, let's move.
Okay. Was that little message only allowed for what was down there, or do you get it just by kind of running back to extraction?
Oh no, you get that dialogue as soon as the fight's over, no matter where you go. It's story-relevant dialogue. That was our first introduction to Ballas and Margolis. Or Margulis. Go stand on one of the other ones.
Exactly. My map isn't showing extract.
It's this way.
I take it half that's being shown on the map over here is what was below.
Yeah, no, we're going this way.
The moon is back in normal space, but the reservoir is in more danger than ever. Hunhao will send his fighters, and the stalker is still coming for you. Move now.
Okay. If I'm not mistaken, yep, save the reservoir is where we part.
Okay. Alright, so, I guess go ahead and head outside of the voice chat until you're ready to come back in, and I'll proceed on my own here.
Okay, I was gonna say I can stick around if you I can stick around in void chat if you want advice, or if you want to handle it completely blind. You can ping me if you have questions. It's up to you.
Shadow, bleed the reservoir.
Let me try
until
to
it is desert
tackle this
dry.
completely blind. Yeah, exactly. If there's a problem, I'll let you
Okay.
know. Okay. But thanks.
All right. So I'll go ahead and disconnect, and ping me if you need me.
Sounds good.
All right. So while my buddy is off doing his, we will do ours. So. Alright, Zane. Hit me up, girl.
Lotus,
Thank you.
join with me. Destroy your shame. Become the one I love. Become Nata once more.
Alright, so.
It has developed immunity to your attacks. Try something different.
Mesa is one way to get around these problems because Mesa just dumps too many bullets into the sentients to care. It doesn't matter to her that they develop resistance.
This will stop the voices from taking hold. You will have to dream, my angel.
The sentient has adapted to your damage. Surprise them with something new.
Yeah, in theory I should have Helios here to scan them, but realistically I'm too concerned about accidentally running out of power, so I brought my Sahasa Kubro, and she has been a very large help. Also, we've got Neurodes, which is nice. But part of the reason why I have modded so heavily into radiation damage is sentients are weak against radiation damage.
You Orican, so perfect on the outside, but you're rotted through and through.
In case you can't tell, because admittedly,
For your apostasy, the judgment is death. Margulis, why?
I had some problems telling the first time through myself, but the voices we're hearing are Margulis and Ballas. Oh, we need to go down. Oh, maybe not. I love how subdued the music is. I do appreciate that our vacuum works through walls.
It's about the other rejects we consigned to Lua a few years ago. They're calling it transference. I know we are desperate, Executor, but these aren't Dax soldiers. These are golems possessed by devil minds.
Gee, thanks, Ballas. Ooh. Well, that's neat. Huh. I don't think I've ever seen that room before. I swear they put these things in here just to block us. Alright. And now for my favorite cutscene in the game. Please, pay particular attention to the music.
Dream. Not of what you are, but of what you want to be.
You hesitate, Shadow, but remember your despair. This is your only chance to make it end. Your hatred is too weak, Shadow. Mine is strong. My fragments will finish this.
Tenno. Operator. You're awake now, but you're more vulnerable than ever. Get back to your ship, now.
So, now that we are out of the cutscene, we have control.
You need to focus your mind to unleash your true power.
Yes, thank you, Lotus. We have control again, but our speed is greatly reduced. We can't slide. We can't jump. But we do have a weapon. Now, watch the glow around my hand. As I use my power, the glow diminishes, and then as the power returns, so does the glow. That's how you know how much power you have, how much energy you can use. And what can we do with this energy? Hang on 1 second. I need to check something. Okay. Wanted to double check and make sure that Jim hadn't pinged me. Okay. Watch this. Destroyed. Wrecked. And once you destroy them, if you walk over the cores that they drop, it replenishes your energy and your health. Now, an important point. I'm not actually sure you can die during this section of the quest. I've never actually seen anyone die. I love this quest. I love this part of the quest. It gives me chills every time. Now, it is a beam weapon, so you can fire it in long bursts, but you want to use just enough to destroy the enemy and then walk over and collect the power. Excuse me. Sorry, I keep trying to slide, and despite the fact I told you we can't do that right now, I keep forgetting because I'm so used to doing it. It's such a part of this game, and I played so many hours. Wrecked. Yeah, notice how long they were beating on us. And it took us down to 2 health, but we didn't actually die. And then when we killed one of them, back to full health. I don't think it's actually possible to die during this quest.
I don't know how much time you have. Descend into the heart of your orbiter. There you will find the somatic link.
So, this looks like our orbiter, but technically isn't. And you can tell because in my orbiter, this radio is off. And in my orbiter, there are decorations right here. They copy your colors, the devs copy your color scheme, but they can't actually copy your decorations.
Stalker! How?
Now, important, he can't actually kill you in this fight. He can only knock you back. And the best way to fight him isn't to fight him, it's to use short controlled blasts of your power to disrupt his waves. And then when you get close enough, this comes down and he disappears. And we put energy into it. Yeah, bite me, stalker.
Again, it needs more power.
Oh, I think I shall.
One more time.
No self, no sense, no death. Just a metal puppet dangling on Tenno's strings. Only the Tenno's death will end your despair. All your dread-long life, you've waited for this moment. But you're asking yourself, was I one of these wretched things? You know the answer. You still hate them. You still hate yourself. What is this?
I love this piece of music.
Now we fight on two fronts, my child. The
The war without and the war within. Welcome to character creation. Now, if you'll excuse me for a moment, I'm going to go check over on my buddy's stream and see how he's doing. Oh, he's at the exact same point! Delightful! Okay. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Welcome to character creation. 150 hours into the game, you said.
Or so, yeah.
Welcome to character creation.
According to Steam, I have 156. Now, of course, could have sped things along and all that kind of jazz, but
150 is about the average. So, in case you didn't tumble to it earlier, whichever primary face you equip determines the gender of your character. So there are male characters and female characters.
Yeah. Just fine, right. That kind of matches with what I like to kind of go with.
Okay. Well, because over on my testbed account I have a male character, I'm going to make a female character for this one, I think.
Second phase?
Yeah, it gives you a little bit more option in terms of you can blend the two faces together and make a more natural looking character. Because sometimes they don't look particularly natural. I think I will start with this one. And then let's see here.
Okay.
Put that to about the 50-50 mark.
That foot color. Yeah. Why?
What?
I just clicked on lip color and I hovered over the yellow and suddenly blah. It's like no, no. Just no. Right, this is just one particular color scheme. Hey, look at that! Really green lips. No, thank you. Let's try to go with something a little bit more natural, I guess, as much as I can.
I think I like that, so we'll equip that.
Although I'm not really seeing a great color scheme on these. I mean, I don't necessarily want it to be completely red here, folks. I'd be like, hey, is he wearing makeup? I'd rather not give that kind of impression. There's no, like...
See, I have Easter, so maybe I can find a nice... maybe I can't find a nice pastel. Valentine's... Lots of pink and... going for a more adult look, that might be...
Guess I'll have to do.
Yeah, no. Um,
Eyeliner. Why?
Alright, we'll go with that.
Hairstyle. Okay, let's see. Da-da-da.
Go with that for the moment.
Ah,
Let's see here.
hairstyles that I could purchase if I really want to, but you know what? That one suits just fine. Hair color. Hmm.
Hmm. No.
Never been one for different hair colors, but
Hmm.
if you guys don't really know, I don't really dye my hair whatsoever, so I've never really seen a need for it.
Hey man, I'm bald.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I know. I remember.
Okay.
I like the grayish look to it. Let's see.
See if that looks any better. Believe it or not, it actually does look better parted on the other side. I wonder if I do the highlight color that.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
No.
Markings, huh? Alright. Nope. Mm.
Okay. I'm gonna try this. I just don't think that's enough contrast.
That looks interesting. Ooh.
And then because see, that gives it kind of a prismatic effect as it changes with the light, which I really like. I like that. We'll go with that. Let's see. Also, I think I'm going to change the accent color to green. Because then yeah, there we go. Now we got some nice contrast going on.
That one. Okay. Kind of like the silver color on.
Doesn't seem to be changing anything there.
Inner eye color. Okay, well. Oh.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
their eyes are really interesting.
That's an like right there. I kind of like to go to that one for now.
Because that one's too dark, that one's too yeah. No, we're going with the green. And then outer eye color.
Colors aren't really changing much in the eye glow.
It depends on the color you select.
Yeah.
The brighter the color, the more noticeable the change.
The movement of the head doesn't really help in this case either.
We will bring honor to the Tenno.
All right, let's get to work.
No. And then... So, Heron and Owl are masculine voices, Falcon and Raven are feminine voices.
I hope we're ready for this.
All right, let's get to work.
Transference signal strong. We're ready. All right, let's get to work.
It would be very interesting to pick a male body and a female voice.
Or vice versa.
Exactly. That would make things a little interesting.
I think actually, since I made her eyes mostly green, I'm going to go with blue around them to help add some contrast. Nice. I do kind of like that one. Oh, that's some really extra. I'd have to change the color scheme a little bit, but that might be worth the purchase. But for the moment...
Okay, so I'm assuming the answers that you give more of a character build kind of aspect, like
they make some. Let's see, are you? Yeah, they're going to have an influence on a decision you're going to have. That said, please, when you get to the point of that decision, we need to talk. But go ahead and answer your questions as you feel appropriate. These are all very interesting looking, but I don't know that I actually like any of them. Okay, still don't know that I care for that. It's pretty interesting. Oh, okay.
Oh boy. There's a lot of answers here that, I could go with. So it's like I was like, okay, well, research for just knowledge, justice, honor, innocent. I mean, all of these apply.
Yeah? Pick the one that feels the most you.
Yeah.
And then we'll do this.
Okay, so we got 5 different ways, apparently.
Yes.
There's Naramon, Madurai, Uraru,
Unairu, Zeneric, and Vazarin. Okay, so they have all of these interesting.
Based off of my answers, I can imagine that these little circles there are kind of pointing me that I should probably pick one over the others on that aspect. So,
Well, so that's what the game is trying to present. Here's the problem: when this system first launched, it was there was a strong connection between the theme described in the flavor text and what the particular abilities within did. That was like 5 revisions ago.
okay.
Nowadays, there is only one practical answer that you should take at the beginning of this, because it enables everything else, and that's Zeneric. The reason for that is, as you get further and further into Zeneric, you gain access to abilities that give you more and more and better and more efficient use of energy. Energy for your frame, energy for your operator. It lets you do more things more effectively. And because when you get to a certain point in some of the abilities in there, you can effectively make all of those energy gains work no matter which tree you're using, or the energy gains for your operator anyway work no matter which tree you're using, because you can eventually unlock them all. It enables all of the other trees and makes them all better. So, for practical purposes, there is only one good option, and that is Zeneric.
Why doesn't all these trees enable that?
Because they each do different things. So, for example, Zeneric is about your character manipulating their powers and thus their energy better, right?
Right.
Naramon is mostly about you being better in close combat, in melee. And a lot of the abilities in there make you better at that. Madurai is kind of a generalist do damage school. And Inaru and Vazarin are defensive schools. One of them focuses on health and health-related things, and the other one focuses on armor and armor-related things. Now, that's a generalization. There's some finer details in there. But they all have a theme. It's just that the theme that they have isn't immediately apparent from the flavor text you're reading right now.
Obviously.
So, and here's the other thing. If having energy were not the cornerstone of doing everything in this game, then any of these would be equally valid. But because having energy is the cornerstone of doing everything in this game, you always want to start with Zeneric and then branch out from there. And in particular, generally, there are some exceptions here, but generally, the order you're going to go in is Zeneric, Naramon, Madurai, and then Inaru or Vazarin to taste. But some of that has to do with how the content in the game is presented to you and when each of them becomes more useful. So, Zeneric is useful pretty much everywhere. Naramon has some things in it that are generally very useful. And then because the game is more focused on damage than it is on defense a lot of the time, Madurai becomes the next most important, and then Unairu and Vazarin. I'm at the point on my testbed account where I have unlocked everything I need from Zeneric. I'm almost done with Naramon, and I've unlocked some things in Madurai.
Okay. Well. Okay. Okay. Let me. Uh. If I wanted to, I on go to Zeneric, get all the aspects of Zeneric anyway,
Yes.
right? Okay. So it's not like it's not a matter of you're gonna lose out on any one particular trait or something like that. It's not gonna say, oh, you picked this particular field, so you'll never have this one particular ability or anything like those lines.
No, not at
Okay.
all.
Well, that was my worry. That's what you were kind of.
Oh, okay.
It
No,
like you were
no.
kind of
My
alluding
apologies.
to, like, if I pick one over the other, I'm gonna lose out on certain traits or whatnot on it. So you're just what you're basically saying is that if I want to make the game overall, okay, you want to start with Zeneric, seeing that it builds up your energy the most off the very top.
Yes.
So that you can use all your abilities to your utmost at the very start of this new dream.
Well, as soon as possible. Yes, there is quite a bit of build up, but yes.
I mean, you could go with any one particular one of these trees, okay, and fill out that particular tree and the like. It just might be a little bit more difficult based off of the fact that you're limiting yourself on the energy per se by Xenos.
Yes.
Okay. That. You're right. You would think that each one of these would be building up the energy kind of, across the board.
My
like,
child. So
I don't
beautiful
know
to
what I'm
behold.
going to be seeing after
How
I
do you
pick one
feel?
kind of aspect, but
Confused.
I would imagine that if you want these to be fairly balanced,
I thought
the fact
I
that
was-
energy is a
I
constant
know.
in this
Forgive
game,
me.
you'd want each
This
one
is
of
who you
these to
really
be
are, a
balanced
Tenno.
in their
More than
energy
human,
distribution
but
kind of
once a
aspect.
child like any other.
But you're
What do
stating
you
that
remember?
Zimmer has the one that builds up the energy completely. So.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, it is a, like I said, there are certain themes each school is built around.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, energy is not the only thing that Zeneric does. But given
Obviously.
that energy use and energy management is one of the most important things in Warframe, it is very important.
Right.
So,
yeah,
that is
I
why
mean,
you can get the ability, you can, eventually branch out into other trees. You can, maneuver these things around. Absolutely. I would just suggest starting with Zeneric as the best choice. If you choose not to, then that's fine.
Right. No, I mean, I will go with your suggestion because I mean your insight is valuable on this. Okay. And based off of what you were talking about, how you've had to complete a tree in order to move on to another field kind of aspect,
Well,
then
it's more a matter of, um, There's nothing stopping you from switching back and forth on the fly,
Okay.
but okay. So the way the focus system works, in brief, is that a percentage of all of the affinity that you earn with the affinity that you earn is it gets put into whatever tree you select. Now, I'll talk how you do that later, but just stick with me for this. The thing is, the percentage numbers are fairly small. I think the highest percentage number is 0.35% of the affinity that you earn goes into a tree. So if you earn, since it's 0.35, if you earn 100 affinity, I think that means you get like 3.5 affinity into your tree. And we're talking thousands of focus points, hundreds of thousands of focus points needed to unlock certain nodes within a tree. In fact, the capstone of certain abilities is 1,000,000 focus points apiece.
Okay.
So you can switch at will and as needed, but especially early on, you want to pick a tree and dedicate yourself to raising it up, because especially early on where we are, our focus gains are small.
Right.
And it will take a while before we get to a strong level in these.
Okay.
I hope I have explained at least the general scope of it adequately. Okay. So I'm going to finish my conversation with the Lotus, and then I'll be right back. Okay. So, as you may have caught from my conversation with my buddy Jim, who is actually ahead of me on this, the choices you make here don't have a profound effect, but they can. It's worth exploring. I'm gonna go with this one.
A jumble of words, numbers. I must have known everything about Tau. Our teacher loved it when I corrected her.
Memories.
Excuse me.
From your time aboard the Zeramin 10-0, before the void jump accident. It was years before the ship was recovered. It was drifting dead in space. All her crew gone, except the children.
Okay. I've always hated this kind of stuff. It smacks me as determinism, which I have deep philosophical problems with. The kids did try and stick together. And also, there was an attempt to help them. I'm gonna go with this one.
We were just kids, but they were afraid of what we could do. They tried to treat us like rats. I stood up to them. I wasn't gonna let them divide us after what we had been through.
You were so brave, but the Orokin were afraid of you. The void had changed you, and you couldn't control it. No one could. They were about to destroy the orphans of 10-0, but Margulis, she loved you. She found a way.
From everything I know, she was both of these things.
She confronted them, even when she knew what it would cost her. Blinded and sick by her work with us, yet in her heart, stronger than all of us.
The Orokin murdered Margulis, used her work to create transference. Your mind projected into a surrogate strong enough to withstand your power. It felt like waking up, but it was just a lucid second dream.
Maybe we felt it. Maybe it didn't matter. We had a life. We embraced it. I wanted to punish those who abused their power, and now I had a way.
And so you became Tenno, serving the Orokin, but bound by honor. As the Tenno grew, they founded great schools, the Tenno ways. Do you see yours?
Well, as indicated by the conversation that I just had with my friend, there is only really a one option.
I see a crystal refracting the moonlight, the way of Zenurik. We believe the path to victory was to dominate the enemy. That strength of spirit could overcome any resistance.
Zenurik will be your focus. But we have so much more to do. Here in the Orbiter, transference will be even stronger. Command the Warframes. Make whole this shattered world you've been given. Are you ready, Tenno?
Yes, Lotus, I am.
Alright. And loading screen, and then... Ooh.
Welcome, friends.
Well then. Oh, this is battle pay from an invasion I did earlier, helping the Corpus fight off the infestation, because the infested are bad. You're alive! Operator, I am so sorry. The stalker, he suppressed my systems. I tried to warn you, but could only watch as he attacked. I'm so ecstatic, relieved you survived. By the way, after the fight, I found this broken sword in the lower chambers. I almost tossed it out in the airlock, but I figured you might want it. It has been added to your inventory along with the sigil the Lotus left for you. Glad to have you back, Ortis. The Scar sigil. Alright.